still in a box on my desk.
You have a plan for it?
Not yet. My son, he told me I need to take it home and put it someplace, and I said, well, I might keep it in my office, up on something. So I haven't decided yet. Yeah.
You look genuinely emotional, touched for that.
I was, and still am. Because I said this before, it's a great honor for the organization, for the city, and my name is on it. But I'm telling you, the people that I'm working with, and
sorry.
No, you're good.
Sorry.
No, you're good. And
that was gonna happen. Sorry.
And the way the players are competing and allowing me to coach them, the gratitude that you feel, or that I feel, is off the charts, and it's hard to explain it every time or have it come across in a certain way every time when I'm honored for it or brought up for it.
Is there much positives that you can take from yesterday as you drop third three straight here to the Warriors and go into an elimination game?
Yeah, and I'm sure they feel the same way from games 1 and 2, but I mean we get an open 3 with 1:11 to go in the game. I'll take that shot 100 out of 100 times that Malik had, and we miss it. The ball bounces funny, and they get a break going the other way, and now it's a 5-point game. So to give yourself an opportunity down the stretch like that, especially against such an experienced veteran championship team, you take. Now you want the win. And this is not a consolation. Yesterday's not a consolation prize, but if you get an opportunity to put yourself in position to win or something like that down the stretch, you take it and you hope that the basketball gods are in your favor today or tonight. And we did some good things in order to be there. So there's some positives from the game.
Mike, with Keegan not taking a shot after the first quarter, is there an element of, like, I know you're a rookie, but ask for the ball, use your voice, and demand the ball a little bit, or is Keegan not there yet?
No, he's heading there. He tried a couple of times, but it's going to take him some time to figure out what that truly means. And not only that, it's going to take our guys to really feel that. Our guys know he's a really good young player and has a chance to be great in this league. But sometimes, he does get lost in the shuffle because we have other guys that have been in the league for a few more years than him that have played well for us, throughout the course of the playoffs and season 2.
Mike, there's a lot of discussion, obviously, about the experience gap between this team and the Warriors. Now that you guys are going through it and you have 5 games under your belt, yeah. What are the things that you're learning about this team specifically that you can apply to maybe future playoff runs with?
Well, first one is we're more than capable of being a physical defensive team when we want to. That's the biggest thing. On top of that, the sense of urgency is being shown for closer to 48 minutes now than what it was almost at any time during the regular season. Our ability to compete, no matter what the score is. You saw some of our resiliency during the regular season, and now to see it in this environment versus a championship-laden team is also a good thing in my opinion to see.
Mike, have you seen this team play to its potential yet?
No, I do. I think this team is a really, really good team. Now, what the ceiling is, I'm not sure yet, and we're in the process of finding out. But I do think that we can play better, than what we're doing, and it's not a knock because you can still compete and not play as good as you feel you're capable of, and I think our guys are trying to compete.
Coach, how do you balance, say, desperation, but you don't want them to panic in that way?
You don't. You talk to them about you give them certain examples or stories from the past or whatever that you've been through or other guys been through to tell them, you got to take each game at a time, and really at the end of the day, it's about winning one game. not winning 2 games, but winning 1 game. But the reality of it is, they have to go through it. They got to experience it as a group that's been together for the first time in order to be able to make that jump as a team.
Along those lines, for you as a coach, is it kitchen sink kind of game where you throw everything at it? Is there things that you anticipate doing that people haven't seen before from this team?
To a certain degree, but you want to be careful too, because, like I said, if this was game 4 and we were down 0-3 or something like that, then now you throw the kitchen sink and you do stuff like that. But you make some adjustments. You show them where we could be a little bit better, but you have to be careful because you don't want to show them crazy adjustments, because now they can feel or perceive that as you panicking a little bit. When it's a 1 possession game, when 1:11 to go, it's a 1 possession game the game before at their place with 9 seconds to go. So it's a fine line to walk with the first time group.
It looked like your team came out. It looked like your team came out and tried to deliver like a crushing blow in the first quarter. They came out with so much energy, hitting all their shots. I feel like maybe they were just looking for the knockout blow too early and not realizing that it was going to be a 48-minute fight.
No, because we were hitting shots. When we watched the film, and you kind of felt it during the game. But we're a big, and they know it. But we're a big spray team, and we get sprays in a lot of different ways. Whether it's from a post up, it's from the big rolling and spraying, from a drive and kick, a cut, catch and kick. There's a lot of ways to spray the ball, and we won at least 20 spray attempts throughout the course of the game. And in the first quarter, we were 3 for 6 on our sprays. Just in the first quarter alone. The last 3 quarters, we had a total of 5 sprays. So, that's why we scored 36. That's why we shot, because when you're touching that paint and getting the ball out, since you were a little kid, that's usually how you're shooting your jumpers. Somebody's standing underneath the rim, and unless you have a lot of money, your dad might have hired you 3 or 4 workout coaches, so now you're getting a pass from the wing instead of directly from your buddy or your dad underneath.
Or Jordy Fernandez.
Or Jordy Fernandez. Yeah. Oh man, you're selling me out. Okay, you're right. Okay, busted. It's good, James. But so it's right in front of you, and you've been stepping into that shot your whole life, and that's why sprays are really big in our opinion. And so for us to have 5 through the other 3 quarters meant that we were competing, we were pushing the pace, but we weren't necessarily playing the way that we want to play.
Mike, after rewatching the game, I think they shot close to 70% on twos basically throughout and had a lot of good looks at the rim. Just what do you make of that defensively, and what adjustments can you make?
Well, so the first thing we said coming into this playoff series against these guys, you always try to take one thing away from them. I remember when I was with the Warriors and we were playing, I think we played the Pelicans one year in the playoffs, and this was Anthony Davis was with them. We didn't want him to get any lob dunks. And so we were going to do whatever we needed to do to stay underneath him so that when he scored, he had to score over the top of us. And for these guys, you don't want to give them back doors because they feed off of that. Their energy, increases tenfold when they get that, because that's what they do. And we gave up more back doors last night than we had in any other game. And, we tell our guys, it's hard. I'm not saying it's easy, but that's what the playoffs are about. But too many times the physicality wasn't quite there, so they were on the high side, and they tried to anticipate before their man went, instead of just staying underneath them and forcing their man up the floor. And so if the ball's over there and Sean's about to go up there, if I jump here, that's an easy back door. And then with the shooters they have on the floor, we're playing a little closer to their shooters, so the basket is wide open once you cut back doors. So, if we can do a better job of taking that away, which isn't going to be easy, then you live with some other things. But we definitely don't want to give up. I think we gave up 8 points just off the back door alone in the third quarter. So if we can eliminate that, or at least make those cuts less effective, then you're happy.
All right, last one.
Potentially 3 games, 5 nights. Is that kind of, you guys are kind of used to situations like that? I'm sure they are as well, but do you feel like that as the series gets more crucial and that tension kind of rises, is that kind of an ideal situation?
For us, we like the quick turnaround. You know, we want to play as soon as we can, and you know, we got what we want, so we'll see if we can go get it done.
Appreciate it.
Thanks,
Thank you
Thanks,
guys.
Coach.